years ago, Disney bought Lucasfilm for $4.4 billion and we were promised a new trilogy. 3 years later, we're here. We are well and truly home. Alrighty, we are finally here. It is time for Star Wars The Force Awakens. We're here. If you saw the intro, you know I went to the midnight launch here. It's Saturday here. I've seen it 3 times to be honest, but this movie is just, before I start on the actual review, because this is completely spoiler free, just to mind you, so no spoilers, which is going to be really hard, so I'm going to be as vague as absolutely possible. But just before everything else, I just want to let you know, if you go into this movie with the highest hopes, and you go into this movie thinking it's going to be the greatest movie of all time, you're going to be disappointed. Because it's not. It has flaws, there are problems, but if you're just going in and you want to feel like you're in Star Wars again, you want to feel Star Wars alive and well, this is the perfect movie they could have possibly done. J.J. Abrams has done a fantastic job just reinvigorating Star Wars and bringing it back to the masses, bringing it back to what we all love Star Wars being, which is just fun, adventure, great action, great special effects, just great characters, funny, some great humor, some great interactions. Everything that we loved about the original trilogy is back here. Some things could have been done better, some things just aren't quite where you want them to be, but for overall, this movie is easily one of the best experiences in a cinema, watching a movie I've ever had, because it was just so much damn fun. And that's what I can say about this movie. It is fun. Just getting more into it, just the performances and where you see him. Okay, the plot is, I'm not going to give you any plot points away, so don't stress, but pretty much Finn is a stormtrooper. He finds something out. John Boyega's character, he finds something out. He has a revelation. He has a revelation which moves him away from being a stormtrooper. He joins up with Rey, Daisy Ridley's character, and they set out on their adventure with BB-8. They come across Harrison Ford as Han Solo and Chewie, and adventure ensues. And it is so much fun to watch. First of all, the new characters, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, they're all phenomenal. Phenomenal. Daisy Ridley, for someone who was just plucked out of obscurity, thrust into this franchise, into the most anticipated movie of all time, it seems. For what she did in it is absolutely nothing short of amazing. She is fantastic. She carries the movie. She was probably my favourite character in the movie. I loved her in it. Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. I know there was a lot of fears that Kylo Ren will almost be Darth Vader, the Darth Vader 2.0, if I can talk properly. But a lot of people thought he'd just be Darth Vader 2.0. He'd just be the bad guys going after the good guys. Good, evil. But there is so much internal conflict in him. He's such a great character, and I love the fact that they almost went into Kylo Ren almost saying, okay, people are probably going to see him from the trailers and from everything we've seen so far. They're probably going to see him as the next Darth Vader, and we're going to actually play off that, which I really, really enjoyed. So, and the returning cast, Harrison Ford. This is not Harrison Ford in this movie. This is not Indiana Jones 4. This isn't any movie we just go, okay, there's Harrison Ford on the screen just acting. This is Han Solo. You can see how much he enjoyed being back, and he's not the most outspoken person about Star Wars, but you could tell that from the way he performed and everything he did, he just jumps right into Han Solo. He is Han Solo in this movie. Not for 1 second was he someone else. Not for 1 second was it forced or anything like that. So I absolutely adored it for that. Oh, can you tell I love this movie? I've seen it 3 times. I'm going to see it 4th tomorrow. But just with Harrison Ford with Han Solo again, it's not like he was just like, he was Han Solo from A New Hope, or Empire Strikes Back, or even Return of the Jedi. No, you can see this is the Han Solo that has lived another 30 years. There is development there, and just everything he goes through, the way he acts, you can tell, yeah, this guy's got even more life behind it. It's not as if they just told him to be Han Solo from 30 years ago. It's a natural development of that character, which I loved. And then you also got Princess Leia, who, Carrie Fisher was fantastic. She's not in it as much as Harrison Ford as Han Solo, but she just steps straight back into Princess Leia. You buy it, you're not taken out of it. She was probably my biggest concern because she really has not done that much, and she does have detailed problems, but her as Princess Leia was fantastic, and Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker's in the movie. And that's why I'll leave that. But just what J.J. Abrams did, I mean, when you think about it, he had to take 30 years and put it in this movie. He had to establish new characters for us to fall in love with. He had to reintroduce characters that we hadn't seen for 30 years and make us fall in love with them all over again and make sure that they are the characters that we remember them being. And he had to bring Star Wars back. He had to bring it back to a new generation after 30 years coming from Return of the Jedi. It's just what he did is phenomenal. It is a stroke of genius what he did. It's not perfect. What some of the things I felt at times, especially the first time I saw it, the second and third time, this actually got a lot better for me because I knew what to expect from it. But the first time I saw it, that midnight release, I did feel like they were trying to pack so much into it that at times it moved a bit faster than what I would have liked. I'm not saying I wanted more scenes with exposition, but I felt like just if some of the scenes just went on a couple, like another 1 or 2 minutes, just an extra couple lines, just maybe something a bit more in some of those scenes, it would have hit home just a bit harder. And yeah, it's just, honestly, I felt this movie could have been another 10-15 minutes and I would have loved every second of it because you would have got more of what you wanted. And honestly, Starkiller Base, you know, the big thing in the background on the poster, yeah, that... It's hard to go into it without spoiling. It's so annoying. I'll try and after tomorrow I might try and get a spoiler full review out to you, but I'm saying a lot. This is really annoying. But Starkiller Base I felt was underutilized in a way that you don't see it much. It's pretty much just there for your heroes to have something to fight against, and that's just the purpose of it. It's not as interesting as you would have liked it to be. It's not as yeah, what I said before, it's just not as interesting. But overall, guys, honestly, Star Wars is back. I left this movie thinking 2 things. One, I freaking want to see Episode 8. It does leave on a cliffhanger. That might annoy some people because it does answer some questions, but it definitely raises a lot more questions that you're just like, why didn't you answer it? But you got to think, it's a trilogy. They've got a trilogy to work this out, and for what it did, JJ's direction was fantastic. The action is amazing. The special effects are phenomenal. Performances were phenomenal. Honestly, this movie is one of the most enjoyable cinema experiences I've ever had with the fans and everything that goes into it. It's just, Star Wars is back. And we should all be happy about that because it's Star Wars. It's not this small little thing. It's not this nerd culture. It's taken over the world again, and I love it. I love everything we got with it, and as I was saying, the 2 things, I want to see Episode 8 right now, and I can't wait to see it again, and obviously I've seen it twice more, and I can't wait to see it again. Honestly, the music's fantastic. It's not as good as the first, but what's going to beat the friggin' original trilogy when it comes to the score, but everything else I felt like it was accomplished. Whatever mission they set out to do, the mission was to reinvigorate Star Wars, was to bring it back to the masses, was to bring it back and have people love and enjoy and fall in love with this franchise all over again. And for that, they absolutely succeeded. J.J. Abrams, you are not Jar Jar Abrams. You are fantastic. I loved you for what you did in this. I'm so excited to see what else Disney can bring us with Star Wars and what Lucasfilm can do. I'm just glowing up about this movie. It's Star Wars and it's back because Chewie, we're home. Anyway, guys, that was really corny. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that likes up straight down below. Likes up. Make sure you hit that like button straight down below. Make sure you comment down below. Have you seen Star Wars: The Force Awakens? If you haven't, why the hell not? But if you have seen it, make sure you comment down below. Let me know exactly what you think of it. And of course, guys, stay tuned for that spoiler full review. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.